Welcome to another episode of Beat by Sheldon. Here, we're in beautiful Florentine, which is a beautiful neighborhood in Tel Aviv that has such incredible art and graffiti everywhere. I really wanted to create a very colorful, bright, summery glam look that's inspired by the colors, but it's still very wearable and you can wear it on a day-to-day basis. So pull out your makeup brushes, grab your eyeshadow palettes, and get ready to get Beat by Sheldon. I'm here with my friend Stephanie. Say hey. We're gonna give you a beautiful, colorful, inspired makeup look. Today we're gonna start off with the eyes. I'm using the Smashbox 24-hour eyeshadow primer. For this step, I always like to use my finger because the warmth of your finger is really gonna help it melt into the skin. This is from the Kat Von D Shade and Light Eye Palette. I'm gonna take a brush like this. This is from Sigma. And I just take this color and I'm just gonna apply it all over the lid where I applied that eyeshadow primer. So for a transition color, I'm actually gonna use a blush palette. It's from Ben Nye. I'm gonna use this color, which is a sort of like a reddish terracotta kind of color. And I'm gonna use that in her crease. Now for a further color into her crease, I'm using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Modern Renaissance palette. We're gonna go into this color. It's called Real Gar, I think. I don't know, I might not be saying that right. But it's basically like this nice like orangey color. Now I'm just gonna take this brush by Makeup Designery. It's their 330 brush. We're gonna go into this pinkish fuchsia color. And we're gonna put that all over her lid. I'm going to take MAC Fix Plus. You can use this or you can use any setting spray. You can even use water if you want. But I'm just gonna take a little bit and spray it onto the brush. I'm just gonna press this onto her lid and then slowly work it up into that orange color. And that will help it all blend nice. And again, just going back into that Regal color, just a little tap, knock off the excess and just blend out the edges. I wanna keep the focus on the eyes so you don't look like, you know, oh my God, she's wearing so much makeup, or oh my God, is she a drag queen? Or oh my God, who's that girl? It's gonna be like, ooh, look at her eyes. So that's just something that I like to do, is try to have one area of focus. But you know, there are no rules. Watch my first episode, okay? Follow us on Instagram and our social media, which will be linked below. Summertime always inspires me to do more like colorful looks.
People call Tel Aviv the Miami of the Middle East.
Oh my God, it totally is.
And I think that's so true with all the bright colors and the music playing everywhere.
Totally, right. It's just like, it's that whole like
happy
beach life vibe. Yeah. Like it's just happy.
Yeah.
You know, who doesn't love a beach? I'm gonna take the Anastasia Beverly Hills Glow Palette. This is the Sun Dipped Glow Kit. And we're gonna go into the summer shade and I'm gonna use that as a highlight in her inner corner. I'm gonna just go back into the Kat Von D Shade and Light Eye Palette and go back into that bone color, and I'm gonna use it just to diffuse the edges on the top by the brow bone, just so everything again looks really soft. So now we're gonna do eyeliner. I'm gonna use the Tarte, it's their Clay Pot in black, and I'm just gonna use this brush by Makeup Designery. The thing I love about this brush is that it really gets the eyeliner coated onto the bristles, and it really lays the color really nicely on the eye by having this kind of point. So to prime Stephanie's skin, we're going to use the Becca Backlight Primer. This gives a beautiful glow to the skin and really gives you that lit from within glow. So I took a little bit on the back of my hand and I'm gonna grab this like generic makeup sponge. It's by Alcone. And I'm just gonna use this to apply it all over her skin. I'm just gonna dot it around a little bit. So before I go in with her foundation, I'm actually gonna use this highlighting and contouring kit by RCMA. And I'm just gonna mix them. And I'm gonna do this before the foundation. And then I'm just gonna take this brush by Makeup Designery. It is their 340 brush. And I'm just gonna take the highlight that I mixed here on my little palette. I always love to use a little like mixing palette and spatula just to mix all the different colors. Because a lot of times like the foundation color that I use on people won't be exactly the palette, so I have to mix colors. So it's great for that. I love them talking like this. She looks like she's on like The Lion King. But
do I?
It's really, no, because right now I just like left like things all over your face and it blends in yet. Keep on bouncing. It's like that Dory song from Finding Nemo. That's what I always think of, I don't know why. And everything is just gonna blend beautifully together. Now, I'm gonna take this RCMA palette. This is their VK number 11 palette. And I'm gonna go in with the color SH1, which is this color right over here, which is the same color as Stephanie's skin tone. I have this RCMA thinner, so it's gonna make the cream foundation into more of like a liquid foundation. So I'm just gonna take my beauty blender and I'm just gonna apply this. That's why they call it beating a face, because you're just beating in that makeup, just smashing it in.
Yeah, I feel it.
Right? I might like break her face just like, you know, Just gotta do what you gotta do to get it in there. For the rest of the face, I'm gonna take this Laura Mercier powder. It's her translucent powder. I'm just gonna take this brush by MAC. It's their 135 brush, I think. It's kind of rubbed off. I like to do a pressing motion as opposed to sweeping. I press the product in, so really, and sometimes I like, tap and roll, and this will really press the powder into the skin. And right now, she doesn't have any bronzer, she doesn't have any blush on, so she might look a little bit ghostly, but we're gonna add all those colors back into her face. So now I'm going to take the Kat Von D Shade and Light Contour Palette, which is one of my favorite contouring palettes. And we're gonna go in with this color right here. This is the Y9 by Morphe, which is just a nice, it's like almost like a big eye crease brush, but like for the face. I'm just gonna go from underneath her cheekbone. And I don't like to go past the outside corner of the eye. You wanna put this in the outer corner of your actual pupil, and that's where you wanna start. You don't wanna bring the contour in too far. Especially you want to avoid the nasolabial folds because you don't want to emphasize that. I'm just going to take this brush, this is from NARS, and I'm going to go into, I'm going to mix actually these two highlighting shades, and I'm going to apply this again in all the highlighted areas, and then I'm going to also use it to diffuse any lines in the contour so everything just looks a little softer. Now I'm just going to take this Laguna bronzer by NARS, and the bronzer, I'm applying it not everywhere, I'm focusing more on the outer perimeters of the face, sort of blending it into that contour color we laid earlier. Now, after we apply the bronzer everywhere, we're gonna go in with the highlighter. We're gonna use the Anastasia Glow Kit that we used earlier, and we're gonna use the same shade, Summer. I like to apply it on the actual bone and focus it here, but whenever there's a little bit left in the brush, I like to go sort of in like a C shape from around this corner. It gives a beautiful glow to the skin when it catches the light really nicely. So it really gives you that beautiful glow as you turn your head, and people are like, oh damn, what's on her face? You're like, oh, my own portable little highlighter. Now I'm gonna do Stephanie's brows. We're just gonna lightly fill them in using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Pro palette. I'm just gonna use this Bobbi Brown eyeshadow brush. I love it because it has a spoolie on one end and a brush on the other. And then I'm just gonna go in with this dark brown color. I'm gonna use the lighter shade first, just to fill in any sparse areas. So now we're gonna take this Anastasia Beverly Hills Clear Eyebrow Gel, and then I'm just gonna use this to set that eyebrow hairs in place and set that powder into place. I'm gonna go into this Jaclyn Hill palette. We're gonna go into this blue color. It's a beautiful stunning blue. We're gonna do that on her lower lash line. I'm just gonna go in with this Kat Von D. It's her tattoo eyeliner. Now I'm just gonna take an eyelash curler. This is from Makeup Designery. I'm just gonna use this to curl Stephanie's lashes before we put on the mascara. Just look straight ahead. So I one time worked on a bride, and when I did her trial, she actually had an eyelash curler from the drugstore, and it didn't have this little rubber piece inside of it, and she clamped down really hard and literally cut off her eyelashes, like completely. They were like not there, like smidge of hairs were left. So I literally had to like put false lashes and like glue it basically to the actual like skin on the lid because she didn't have eyelashes. Be nice to me or I'll poke out your eye with a mascara wand. Just half kidding. So now I'm gonna use this Urban Decay Glide On 24-Hour Eye Pencil in Chaos. It's this beautiful, vibrant blue. I'm just gonna apply this in the inner rim of her eye, and it's gonna give definition and make that lower lash line pop even more with that blue to contrast the top. So now I'm gonna use these false lashes on Stephanie. This is from Lashes in a Box. These are the 17 lashes. I really like these eyelashes. So now I'm gonna go back in with that Kat Von D eyeliner and then just go over the lash band. So now on the lips, I'm gonna take this color. It's by Make It Up Cosmetics, and this is the color Melon. It's their waterproof gel lip liner. And I'm just gonna use this to outline Stephanie's lips and lightly fill it in. And then I'm gonna fill it in with a different color. And using a lip liner a little bit all over the lid is gonna help the lipstick adhere, and it's gonna last longer. So I'm taking this Bobbi Brown BBU lip palette, and I'm gonna take the colors Beige and Fair Pink. I'm just gonna mix them. And I'm just gonna take this gloss. It's called Cloud 9. It's also by Make It Up Cosmetics. I'm just gonna tap this just in the center, not all over the lid. We'll just add a little bit of dimension to the lips. So now, to complete this look, I'm gonna take this Skindinavia Makeup Setting Spray. It's one of my all-time favorites. It's gonna help your makeup last all day, and it's also gonna take away any of that excess powder we had. Close your eyes. Just gonna give her a couple of sprays, and a couple I need a bunch. Just fan her down with my hands to give this beautiful look. And I think we're done. This completes this colorful look. This is my first step-by-step tutorial on camera. Let me know what you guys think. If there's any looks you want to do, if there's anything you want to see from me, if there's anything you want to ask me or Stephanie, write it below in the comments. Make sure to subscribe to the channel and also follow us on social media. Everything's going to be linked below in the description bar. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and turn on that bell notification, because apparently that does something that the subscribe button does not do. And be sure to tune in again and get beat by Sheldon. Over.